we're going to try this anniversary mode because I just feel like being a little lazy this time around. Well, may as well show it off once. Why not, right? Well, anyway, welcome back, everybody, to the bonus episode of Let's Play Sonic CD. This is your host, the MJ406. Now, I'm going to show you what it's like to get the bad ending, but we're going to use the American soundtrack. You are a monster. Hey, I feel like I gotta show off at some point. Oh yeah, by the way, since the remaster, we're able to play as Tails as well, if you really wanted to, but I don't really care that much about it. We just look over the intro of the American soundtrack. No!
If you're strong, you can fly, you can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle. When you use your mind, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, keeps you running faster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, save the planet from disaster. From the dark to the light, it's a supersonic flight. Gotta keep it going. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, keeps you running faster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, save the planet from disaster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, spinning through a world in motion. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom.
I gotta say, the whole intro does feel like it could be the start of, like, an actual Sonic anime, not just Sonic X. Oh, Sonic X. You were always decent at best. That was more Season 2 than anything. And now we get to listen to the American soundtrack, which is, well, definitely upsetting for those that prefer the Japanese one. So, well, figured I may as well show it off at least a little. But yep, I just basically wanted to do this to basically, one, show you the bad ending of this game, which basically means you have to either not get every single good future, so if you miss even one generator, you miss it. Or, your other option, if you don't want to deal with that bullshit, just get all the time stones before the end of the game. If you do that, you get the good ending automatically, which I can show you guys later. But for now, we're just gonna go through the ending the way I should be doing it. Listening to it like an American. Well, like I said, I don't hate the American soundtrack. I just, yes, agree that it's not as good as the Japanese one. It's just really weird that in most re-releases before, well, the 2009 port, that eventually got thrown to, what was it, on mobile 2009, and then it got thrown to everything else in 2011. Christian Whitehead had that port basically have the American and Japanese soundtracks. Every other re-release of Sonic CD before that, for the most part, only had the American soundtrack. Except for in Japan for some reason. The Europeans got screwed of getting to miss out on the Japanese soundtrack as well. It's like they really hated everybody. Of course, I don't mean that, but yep, see, you can see the enemy generator still destroyed in the present. It just doesn't mean much of anything because the past is where it all happened. But it's always a nice reminder, this game is actually really short if you know what you're doing. You choose to ignore going after all the enemy generators, you get through this game real quick. And well, I'm just going to do this to prove the point. If you don't get both of the good futures for the first two acts, you're going to get the bad future. And with that, I single-handedly ruined everything. The dark, dreary future we have. Because I think this place is a little worse if you, this place might actually be worse if you didn't kill everything. Unless it's just really to signify you screwed up. Okay, yeah, they do have enemies here. 'Cause I'm pretty sure they don't have enemies in the good future version. Not that I can remember. Can you have me get down here already? We got stuff to do today. I gotta go to work, and I gotta actually go get some chili dogs. Oh, come on! You and your chili dogs! I love those things, you know. I do like the boss theme for this game, the American version as well, but, you know, it's always nice to appreciate at least some differences. You don't have to like them, but, you know, at the very least, you can understand it. Weird they put the F over the coin. At least you can always tell them where the lives are, exactly if you're in the past, or a good future or bad future. In the present, you just have nothing to worry about. Well, I just want to go over the main theme at the very least, the American soundtrack. I'll go to the first act from now on, then we'll just skip to the boss, and then we'll deal with the rest from there. Oh yeah, just a reminder for the anniversary mode version for Origins. Yeah, the Mania ability. Oh, cool, we're going to the bad future? All right! I love going to the bad future. Reminds you that life is a desolate wasteland. Yep, just a reminder. For the anniversary mode, you have the Mania ability of being able to do your spin dash as you land from a jump. Just hold your jump button after you jump, and you can basically roll up and spin dash and hit the ground. Surprisingly useful, actually. I know a lot of people didn't fully understand it once you know, when you were going through when Mania was around before. But now, with this game, it makes a lot more sense. Like, you really need a hit of speed as you land. It can be pretty helpful. It's not like a big spin dash, but especially for Sonic CD in particular, because of all the, you know, traveling through time and stuff, it's actually pretty good to have that head start as you hit the ground so you can more easily actually get on the speed you need to go to the past and stuff, you know? As long as you know, maintain, of course. Except you have to actually jump. If you're just watching, you're doing your running animation, then you can't do that. And that's a Sonic CD problem. You know, I should probably give a lot of my thoughts on, like, a lot of Sonic CDs since we're here. Since, like, well, only took, like, brief instances to really talk about it before. But for that, I may as well get to the next boss. I don't need to go over both acts for every single world again. Like I said, I'm also going over these acts just to give you guys a taste for what the music is of these areas. If you can even hear it over me talking. I'll worry about that later. I guess I may as well show what the past music is like, too. God damn it, you lying dickhead! I mean, it's worth it. Besides, it might actually be kind of cool to do something a little different. Be like, you know, just to show that I can get one enemy generator, but because I already missed the one before this, I'm still going to get the bad future. It's worth showing every single, you know, contingency? Is that the word I want to use? Contingency? Roll with it. Well, let's do this to prove a point. But yeah, notice the past theme is the same? See, the weird thing, the American soundtrack, they didn't change all the music. They changed the vast majority of it, but some of it still sticks. So it's not like the whole thing is completely gone in the American version. They just reworked it, you know? I'm still trying to figure out why they felt like they had to modify it. But then again, if any re-releases or anything to go by, they probably did that to avoid any potential licensing issues in the future. Then again, the whole thing with, like, licensing and copyright, it's always a weird situation back in the day. And it still is weird now. Ow! I imagine the Good Futures thing is probably similar as well. Maybe they just changed the regular stage themes. Maybe they kept, like, the past and future ones the same in the Japanese version. It would be a lot to change. That just makes it sound even weirder for the American version. They have different actual themes for every main stage. In the past and future, if they're the same as the Japanese soundtrack, it would sound completely different. I was wondering why I thought some of the American soundtracks sounded like the actual, you know, tracks themselves from the Japanese version. And I figured the Sonic Mania for Sonic CD stages used the Japanese soundtrack. And it did. And yep, here you go, just prove a point. Ow. Not cool. I got one good future, but if I didn't get both, we got, well, this boss. Also, ow! Ow! Let me go up the easy way. And see, I don't really hate... I like this boss theme, I will say. It's pretty freaking creepy. And the laughter helps, which I guess the Japanese version also had, but... I don't know. They made it, like, really eerie. See, I don't get the personal blind hate for this soundtrack. The American soundtrack isn't the worst thing I've heard. I can at least say that. Damn, I really wanted to hit middle-aged Eggman. I like that whole idea of middle-aged Eggman. I'm going to put him in a retirement home. You know, that'd probably be better for you and the rest of the animals if you did. Alright, anyway, I should probably give my overall thoughts on Sonic CD, even though I kind of have already, but... You know, the whole exploration aspect of this game kind of was a neat idea. It may not have always worked in its favor, especially if you really wanted to 100% the game. But at the same time, I will say it was nice they actually gave you multiple routes to getting to the actual, you know, good ending to this game, quote-unquote. I do like that idea, because it, you know, you don't want to be perfect in the game if you want to be able to do everything, just if you're willing to explore a lot, you can do it that way. If you're just willing to explore a heck of a lot, you can eventually make your way to get to the good ending. Whether it's through persevering to get 50 rings for the end of a stage to keep getting time stones, or, at the very least, exploring every stage your heart's content to find the so-called enemy generators. Oh, I still don't feel like if there was, like, an actual, like, full-out purpose to the, Metal Sonic holograms. They didn't really help anything with, like, the ending of the game, but, you know, it was nice they kind of had, like, an actual, like, a Sonic-like threat. I mean, they kind of had one at the end of Sonic 2. It was only, like, a single boss. It was right before Eggman. Kind of underutilized, I'm not gonna lie. And yet, this Metal Sonic still feels like he's underutilized, because he seems like he's supposed to be a big threat to Sonic, yet he only shows up intermittently, and then you only fight him once, and it's just a race. I've also found it strange, this is the one Metal Sonic that seems to stick around, too. I don't know, I still have a preference for the Sonic 3 and Knuckles Metal Sonic, the one that looked like a freaking total, like, badass. I really did like that one. I don't know why, I just thought his design was great. Back here, old man, fuck! But, you know, I guess a slimmer Metal Sonic probably would be better with, like, speed in mind. It's like the one thing in this game that's actually stuck around other than Amy. I mean, Amy's always around because, you know, they wanted to give a quote-unquote love interest to Sonic. Which, for those of you that don't actually know, back with Sonic 1, apparently, the original plan was to give Sonic a damsel in distress to save. The actual, human woman. Which, you know, that just sounds all sorts of wrong. Then you have Sonic 06 saying to go by. Yeah, no thank you. None of that, please. None of that at all, please. Nobody wants any of that nonsense. Jeez, it looks so dark in here in the bad future. God damn. Oh, if only I could hit him before his bubble shield formed. And you know, yeah, it's weird to kind of consider this non-canon for the fact that, you know, other than a couple characters stuck around, this game isn't really mentioned that much. Doesn't matter too much in regards to the main Sonic lore. It's kind of just a weird time travel adventure. Then again, time travel things in general, the whole canonity of its existence is always something to be questioned. Because, you know, time travel is very fickle. Because of bending the rules of space and time, it's hard to say if the journey is actually remembered, because the time could be changed, and, well, yeah, it could just be left to be forgotten. Either by Sonic and Eggman, maybe? Oh, that sounds stupid. Which also reminds me, I forgot to go over the main, like, actual plot of the game. They kind of show you, like, in the opening cutscene that there's some weird metal planet thing being chained to the world when Sonic gets there. The thing is, though, the actual plot, which I guess was probably the manual for it back in the Sega CD release, was that, well, basically there's a structure called Little Planet, some extraterrestrial planetoid, whatever, that, whoa, happened to come by their planet. World, Earth, whatever, I don't know. Their world at the end of, around the last month of every year. And however, when Sonic was come by the lake and noticed it was being chained down, the natural life that it was being transformed into a mechanical monstrosity thanks to Eggman / Robotnik. He's technically still Robotnik in this game, even though we know his real name and everything is supposed to be Eggman. I still like Robotnik, damn it. I still like that name. As long as they believe that is his real name, I'm still cool with that. But basically, he's transforming, and Sonic had to go up and basically figure out what the cause of it was. Little did he know that going to the past was how his plan worked. Such a shame he never thought of putting all of his enemy generators in different depths of the past. I forgot to show off the speed-up music as well. I guess it's not really that big a theme, but you know, it's nice to at least mention they had a different theme for the speed-up. At least the major pieces they had did have different music for. I guess it's more just the past music they kept the same. Alright, anyway, sorry for coming back just out of nowhere. It's just that crossed my mind as I did that. I realized I never actually showed that off. Now, where was I? It was about, oh, right. Never go to different depths of the past with, Eggman's machines. Oh, wow, I could have almost gotten a special stage if I tried. But I really speed through this game, you actually just go over the rings and try to get all the time stones, but I don't really need to worry about that. But yeah. Did he only go to one different past timeline? Maybe his consistency is what he needed. I don't know. Could have also been kind of messed up in the fact, like, he could have gone to different depths of the past to have, like... Because different phases of his plan may have taken longer, so he could have, you know, gone deeper in the past for the places that needed more time, you know? Here's a thought. I don't know how much logical sense it makes. You may have wanted all of them at the same timeline, but I don't know. Just thinking about it, it just made me wonder, you know? Ah. I just have to wonder if he really could have done that. Unless they all really need to be in the same timeline for all his plan to be executed at once. I guess he... I wonder if it was also a plan that, like, would have taken so much time he didn't have time to do it in the present. Maybe. Ah! Ow! That was painful. Let's see how fast you can run forever, Sonic. You can't keep this up. Nobody can! No! You can't mess with a big dog like this! You're still going by that moniker? Get back here, big dog. I'm gonna eat you like a chili. No! Get away from me! Damn, he disappears quick, son of a bitch! Really changed his models when he's in his friggin' hovercraft or whatever. But when he's standing on the ground normally, he has his regular Eggman model from Sonic 1. Now, again, this whole game was basically retooled from, you know, Sonic 1 as a whole. They basically just used Sonic 1 as the base for this game. Because while it was supposed to be, like, kind of a, what was it? The original design of Sonic CD was, it was just supposed to be, like, a different, an enhanced version of Sonic 2. Which was the American-made Sonic game, which I think I mentioned. The American-made sequel, where this is the Japanese-made one, basically. However, because the sales for Japan, for Sonic 2 in Japan happen to be very low, they actually decided to just can the idea altogether. So instead, they just made a whole new game using Sonic 1 as a base to try to make something a little different. Ow. God damn, this place is just mean sometimes. I want to get in there! Yeah, this theme isn't bad. Ack! They just keep throwing me everywhere in this place. I still hate it here. Oh well. I don't think it's that big a deal to me. As long as I don't die, of course. Although I probably should consider going back to the past in every single world. Can I also say there's something here I wanted to show off and I failed to do so last time? Damn it. Ugh. Oh, thank you! Using damage to my advantage! That is how we roll, baby. That is how we roll. But, ow! Ruined me, you son of a bitch! It's crazy to think they still... Ah, fuck it. Actually, well, they're already too far gone now. Son of a bitch. Actually, you know what? Let me just show the thing I want to show off here before we keep going. Oh, God. Hey, I like this spot a lot better. Sonic, can you please just get out of there? This is not what I wanted to show off. Oh, man. Here I thought it was. It would have been so cool. Sonic, you do that again, we're going to have some problems, okay? You mean we don't have a problem already? You want to have a problem? Yes, sir. You fucking asshole. Anyway, yes, the thing I wanted to find should be somewhere around here, I think. There's an area down low where there's a ramp I can take. And where that ramp is where I'm looking for. Because I think there's a hole through it. That's what I want to find. Although it'll take me eternity to find this thing. But then again, I don't remember this level that well, so it may actually take me a while knowing my luck. Oh, that would have sucked if I got taken to the future now of all times. But it looks like they're not going to be that cruel to me, thank goodness. It must be after this segment. I guess it's later on in the stage they have it. But I know there's definitely a ramp that I can hit to go into something. Because I don't think it's early on. It definitely wouldn't be early on. That would make no sense, because there's no ramp back there. Was I thinking of the wrong stage? No, it's gotta be this stage. I just don't remember exactly where it is. I know there's some part of the ground I can get to go under. No, I didn't find it. God damn it. I'm gonna go back and look for it again, because apparently I'm stupid. Ah, here it is. Ow! Do you mind? It's all the way back here. It's through this area right here. Yep. Hopping up around this area. That's what it was. See, I finally found the ramp. Now I gotta run back there because I decided to just run backwards like an idiot. So this segment I was constantly using to basically try to go back to the past. It's over here in the past. Basically down here, there's a ramp area. Ah! Did you not throw me up? I finally made it. I just want to do it right. If you get... Oh! Well, that's just not cool, man. They make this very difficult. As I guess they'd want to. There's a little cavern here. There's a weird statue thing here. Oh, I must be thinking of the future. So if you have a statue here that can basically give you a bunch of rings. And, well... basically you get all these rings, and yeah, there you go. Extra rings for you. I believe you go there in the bad future. It's an Eggman statue that can actually, do damage to you, of course. I think you hit it, destroy it, it starts dropping bombs in that room. So yeah, that's fun. Gotta love it that you get dropped all the bombs just for visiting an Eggman room. I didn't realize Eggman was that much of an asshole. That's Eggman, dude. He's always been an asshole. I don't know how you didn't realize it beforehand, but... yeah, I hate to tell you, Eggman is an asshole. And here I thought he was seemingly a nice guy at the end of all this. Oh my god, Sonic. Oh my god, dude. That's just wrong. Everything in something like him could be a nice guy is just an awful way of thinking. And I think Sonic knows better to actually think that Eggman could be a nice guy ever. Ah! No! I almost got an extra coin! Damn it! Oh yeah, by the way, if I haven't noticed, I have coins. Oh man, would have been a good time to show off a special stage, too. Well, I think I explored this area enough. But yep, every life you get is 1 coin, you ever continue to get is 3 coins. Not that continues seem to mean much of anything in Sonic CD, but there you go! Oh my god, I just remembered why continues don't matter in Sonic CD. It has a save feature! Because I think it saves you before every level? Unless you have to manually save? I don't remember how the actual saves in Sonic CD worked. I think I'm just used to the modern versions. At least this one makes it very easy. Oh yeah, I guess I did experiment with the Xbox 360 one a little bit. I was debating just go over the Xbox 360 version for this episode, just to show you some differences, which basically means just the vocals out of the Japanese intro and ending movies, gone. And just, you know, different, you know, layout of everything. That's about it. Oh, god damn you! Ah, my rocket! You ruined my dick! See, I knew it was a dick. You just can't get that out of your head, Eggman. You know you're the ultimate dick. I guess that would be what it is. Ah, my dick! Is this like some sort of, like, fantasy for you or something? Sonic, stop talking. By the way, you know, this whole time travel thing is just really weird in this game. I don't know what got them to coming up with it this way. But I will say, though, this definitely does run better than the original Sonic 3. Then again, I would hope it would. Oh, right! I forgot to mention that. You can actually get crushed at the end of that stage. Because he rams into the ceiling. I guess that's kind of the point. You just ride up and don't expect to see him at the end, you die! How was I supposed to expect you to just be hanging out there waiting for me to come by? Why would I expect that? It's just mean that he's expecting me to be there and frickin' launch myself into ultimate death. For his amusement! And that's exactly what he was hoping for. To be amused at the fact that I tried to kill him and failed miserably. Alright, fine, I'm just not even gonna come down there. That's how you're gonna be, dick. Good, how are you coming anywhere? Ew! What? What did I say? I don't like his presence. I don't like his company. Oh, come on! My company's great! Eggman Land is never going to happen. Just get over it, dude. I wonder what his whole plan diverted to becoming Eggman Land. The happiest place on Earth. Says him, anyway. Honestly, I made it 2 out of 5. It's not that great. It didn't have any good rides or anything. It's all about him. No! No! You ruined my great ride! I'm out of here! Smoke screen, escape! Damn, he is fast. I also wonder, why is it that Eggman can run so fast? You know, as meta as sometimes Sonic can be, and not always in the best of ways, I'm kind of hoping they eventually address the issue that somehow they call Sonic the fastest thing alive. And yet, the past games, nobody's acknowledged the fact that Eggman can actually run faster than Sonic. Just out of nowhere. He can actually outpace him. Sonic 2 and this game are definitely the prime examples of him doing that. It's just so weird. They never address it. But how the series getting so meta, you'd think they would have, like, talked about it at some point. Sounds like a throwaway joke they could have used in the Sonic Boom cartoon, but they never did. It's like, I can run as fast as you could, Sonic. I just don't feel like it today. Today's not a great day for me to run. It rarely ever is. Yo, if they actually had a foot race, they have a plot of an episode of a Sonic series. Have a series where Sonic is just so proud of his footwork, and then Eggman actually tells him that he can outrun Sonic. Sonic's like, no way, you're on, Eggman. And then he does, and then it's just a whole thing of, like, bewilderment. It's like, wait, since when has this been a thing? It's always been a thing, apparently, since Sonic 2, at least. Eggman just has the power to run that fast. He just chooses not to use it. Because he knows he uses speed responsibly, unlike somebody. Oh god, I'm trapped in here again. Hang on, I remember this level giving me grief last time. There we go. Now we're good. I'm remembering this level sucked for me. Mostly trying to survive the rings I couldn't do. Wow, they do send you on a straight track going the right way as long as you pay attention. I didn't even think about that. God damn. But yeah, you know, I always questioned, you know, Eggman's, like, capabilities. Like, it feels like he definitely has better physical capabilities than a normal human would. It's so weird that maybe it was just something, a weird, like, design limitation they had in the early games. They just had him work like that because they didn't have a choice. They had to try to make him just get away from Sonic so it couldn't seem like he could catch him immediately. So they decided when you beat him, he could just run. out of there faster than you. But it just makes it weird. For a series where you are the fastest thing alive, how can you be outrun by an egg-shaped human? Makes no sense. Maybe we learned that the whole reason that Eggman has the speed that he does is because, you know, he was so embarrassed of losing to Sonic the first time, and he realized that speed was his key asset. He decided to try to secretly work on that behind the scenes. And little did you know, he actually learned to surpass Sonic's speed. That'd be a great thing for the evolution of Sonic, though, I guess. And, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you can't damage Metal Sonic in this race. I know future iterations they have this Metal Sonic boss fight, like, for example, what is it, Sonic Generations? You actually have to damage him during this. You can't actually hurt him at all, he just runs. See, all you do is run through him. Don't forget to mention, I think there's an achievement in the 360 version for this boss fight as well, getting through this whole boss fight without taking damage. All you have to do, yeah, just don't get hit by Metal Sonic or jump on any spikes. He also seemed to make this freaking Metal Sonic immune to spikes. Which is a dick move, I gotta say. Oh, it's only once you get towards the end of the race they have the freaking ow! They have Eggman falling behind you with the laser. They have Eggman follow the laser to let you know you're close to the end. Oh no! Haha, you died to the wall! Stupid Metal Sonic clone! I prefer the Mecha Sonic from Sonic 3 anyway. Also, something else I forgot to mention that I actually looked up and noticed. You know, I thought Sonic, when he was doing his game over thing, was like, I'm out of here, when he actually forcefully leaves. I just realized, looking back on it, they got rid of the voice lines for him. And Amy had a few voice lines too. I think they're more like squeaks or like they're like little actual noises more than actual voice lines for Amy. But, yeah, so I used to say, I'm out of here. Looks like Origins got rid of the vocal track for that for some reason. I mean, it's a small thing, but, you know, it's enough to be noticeable to those that have played another version. That was present in the original release, along with the 360 PS3 remasters. Because I remember that with the PC version as well as the Gems Collection version. I'm out of here! And he just fucking leaves. I think it was like, I'm out of here. Just a casual, just like, I'm not playing with you anymore because you're ignoring me. Also, something else to discuss since the thing about it, since we're still going through this. How many of you see Sonic the Hedgehog as more of an American franchise? Oh, maybe it's just me. I've always felt it weird that the series is like translates internationally so well, it feels like. The attitude they've given Sonic makes it feel very, well, I guess I would say more non-Japanese than saying American. Because saying American is very the wrong way to say it, but I guess that was kind of the attitude they were looking for. I don't know, something about it just makes it feel very Americanized to me. That's all. I guess that's part of his appeal. And maybe that's why Europe was big on Sega and not Nintendo for a while. Damn it, I spent so long in Act 2, I didn't realize where I was back in my conversation. Was I talking about, oh, shit. I did completely forget already. God damn it. Also, I went the wrong way of this stage. Fuck! Well, there's a bad feature of the last boss. I will say it is a little more fitting, at least. They do different soundtracks for the bad future, at least. And probably the good future as well. At least experiment once we, Oh, right. Did you forget how that worked, you idiot? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. But, could you not throw me into death right now? All I want to do is just get to the end of this game, damn it. Oh. At least they have plenty of things here to make it a peaceful trip to the end. Yeah. Peaceful trip to the end. Let's call it that. Instead of what it actually is. Pain. Lots and lots of pain. Again. Isn't it always lots and lots of pain? Typically, yes. For me, it's typically lots and lots of pain. Oh, come on! I hate that shit! This thing sucks. Yeah, I think I forgot what I was talking about before. Son of a bitch. Oh, well. I guess it doesn't matter that much if it's off my mind. But yeah, like I say, I got to the end of this game in about, like, total of, like, 50 minutes. Not that bad. Now I think about it. Maybe it was closer to, like, 55 minutes, but... Yeah. Just so if you know what you're doing, you can get through this game rather quickly. As long as you're patient, at least. Alright, this section of the stage is bullshit! I hate this already! I just want to get to the boss and end this run! Damn it! Why? But then again, a lot of it was spent going through one stage again, trying to find a secret statue thing. That was my fault. Still. This is a lot, man. It can be a lot sometimes. By the way, this game is definitely one that, you know, I can appreciate what makes it work. Even if I don't exactly, you know, like the way it works compared to other Sonic games. I at least appreciate why it works the way it does. Well, ain't that some shit? Oh, no, you don't. Oh, come on! This fucking sucks! I still like the idea, though, of Eggman being able to outrun Sonic without ever actually saying anything. Because he's just, you know, humble about it. Eggman's a humble guy with his, yeah. He's humble. That's really all I had to say. Eggman happens to be humble. I don't even know why I'm going out of my way to get coins. I already bought all the stuff I could buy with my coins for Origins, so getting any more coins is basically pointless. Well, truth be told, you're like, oh my god, I can't survive this. Well, it's a good thing I don't have lives to worry about right now. Look, man, can you just get to the end of this already? Like, fuck, dude. Stop wasting everybody's time and just go. All this time travel business is just having me want to go back to the past and fix this whole mistake. Man, I'm not even drunk yet. I don't technically St. Patrick's Day, but I haven't even in the mood to drink yet. All right, that part of the stage is bullshit, I gotta say. You do not have a lot of time to squeeze through there. They literally made that a death trap. Like, that literally feels like it was just meant to make you waste a lot of your remaining lives. Just to screw you over right at the end of the game. Like, for real, this shit. That's such a dick move. Another one of those things that makes people hate Sonic games. It feels like the design things, the intention of having the player get screwed over. See, I only got like 2 seconds to get through there. Like, why are they designing it that way? Why? Why? Yeah, some frustrating design choices in this game aside, I definitely like what this game brings. Because, you know, it happens to bring along a lot of the things that made me hate Sonic 1. That's all. Which, you know, if you know my hatred for Sonic 1, it's probably my least favorite 2D Sonic game. Or it's probably another Sonic game I haven't talked about much. It's Sonic 4. Every once in a while I keep forgetting it's Sonic Hedgehog 4. Sonic Hedgehog 4 was a thing. But that one is... It's okay. So does this backdrop feel a lot more fitting than the freaking Good Future version? Like, this feels like the backdrop of a villain who's actually trying to take over the world. It just feels right. Well, the other one just doesn't feel the same. This one actually makes me feel like I could die. I have died a few times, that's beside the point. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 4, I've never really talked about on the channel. I could play that game right channel, I really wanted to. That's the problem, I don't want to. I do like it more than Sonic 1, as baffling as that may be for some people, because, frankly, a lot of Sonic 4 is a lot of recycled content. And the physics aren't that good. And it was seen as like a true sequel to Sonic 3, which is just insulting, honestly. It's decent, but it's not anything, like, special. And that was probably the worst part about it. And yep, they have an ending theme for this as well. And since I got a bad future, I definitely did not save the world. Which is a shame, because I really wanted to save this world. But nope, instead of, well, yep, instead of Eggman's whole planet being thwarted, instead he escapes with the time stone. So Sonic decides, fuck you, eat shit! Roar! That's right. See, it doesn't matter. I still managed to win. Fuck you, Eggman. Huh. It doesn't feel the same way. It doesn't feel the same. But, oh shit, I skipped it. Well, you know what? We're gonna hear that ending anyway. Oh yeah, they say see you next game to see Tails. Okay, cool. I guess that's an origin thing. Oh, that was probably something for the actual anniversary mode version. Which reminds me, well, I'll show you guys that ending the proper way. You're gonna hear the whole ending theme anyway, so I forgot to show the last little bit. Since you guys probably want to hear the Japanese soundtrack version of it, let's just jump to the ending of the Japanese soundtrack. Now let's experience this the right way. So, it's basically the same song with the same backdrop. I forgot there's one thing that changes. I accidentally skipped. Now I skipped the credits. I gotta show the whole thing in full. But yep, you break the chains and Little Planet gets freed. And Eggman still gets his time stone in hand. Ha ha! See you in the future, suckers! There'll be no future for you, fucker! Time to take you down like PETA should have years ago! Fucking PETA, where are you now, huh? Look, he's abusing all these fucking animals! Where the hell are you? Fucking PETA, you're the worst. And yet he's not wrong. PETA was not helpful at all for this. God damn you, PETA. You should have been there to stop Eggman. And they refused to be there. The one time we actually wanted their interference. But yeah. I don't think there's anything else to say. Oh yeah, Sonic 4. I don't think I'm going to play on getting to Sonic 4 on my channel. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I only played Episode 1. I never played Episode 2, which I've heard is better, but it's also not much better. So I guess it's more polished in a way than Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1. And you know, like I said, it feels better than Sonic 1, but that's not much of an achievement, because Sonic 1 in itself, I've never really liked the physics of it in general. Besides, not having Spin Dash always makes Sonic 1 hard to go back to. And, you know, while I would say you can always look it up if you're curious, I don't think it's worth it, honestly. Looking up Sonic 4 is kind of hard to want to do, because we have freaking Sonic Mania, what should have been the true Sonic 4. You may as well have that instead. Dang it, there are a lot of Sonic games I still haven't played with the channel, and I think about it. Let's see. Pretty much all the classic ones I played, minus Knuckles Chaotix, but that's... I'm not going to worry about that. At the very least for now, unless I really feel like I want to do it for some reason. But yeah, there's... I've done Sonic Hedgehog 1, 2, 3 Knuckles, CD. I've done Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spitball. I kind of want to redo Dr. Eggman's Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. That is what I kind of... You know, puzzle game would be very different for my channel. Although I kind of suck at Mean Bean Machine. It's going to be fun to actually go through it legitimately instead of what I did before. And just had one episode go over all the opponents and how the game works. Just be like, fuck it, this is how the game ends. But, either way. And then I did Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2. And that's been it. Wow, I did pretty much every Sonic game up to Sonic Adventure 2 at this point. With the exception of some of the 2D efforts. I did Rush and Rush Adventure. Oh, by the way! That's the ending you get now. Try again. So, yep. That's basically telling you, you fucked up. You gotta do this again, the right way. And yeah, we still have the friggin' Sonic CD ending. Oh, wow. Why is it only the American version has to see you next game? I don't know. Anyway, let me just see if it changes at all in the American version. Well, do they add a sound at least for this? No. Damn it. Well, they got rid of the sound from the frickin' other versions. God damn it. I'll say, I thought I remembered in the original Sega CD versions. Yeah, maybe it's because the remaster don't have it. I remember it would be like a dark sounding tone. You'd basically get to the end, they'd show that screen, you'd hear like, da 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 da. Oh, 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 oh. I guess that was something that was more the original release. But because of the special credits, I guess they didn't fit that in. It was actually referenced in Sonic Mania, at least, which I appreciate. Because it was part of what made it awesome. Like like, the time over screen actually, I think, reflected the ending of... Oh, no. The ending you got if you didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic Mania reflected the ending if you didn't get all the Time Stones or all the good futures in Sonic CD. It was exactly that. I think it was the same in the American and Japanese versions. Alright, well, really, that's all to go over. Although, that's not true. One more thing to go over. I still haven't shown what happens if you get all the Time Stones. May as well do that as well. Let's try to do a special stage. Hopefully. Alright then, it's finally time. I've been doing all the good futures in Classic mode, just in case. But yep, the only piece of soundtrack I haven't really gone over for the US version is the special stage music, which, if you heard at the soundtrack theme, you would hear that anyway. And notice this stage. I'm all the way up to 6. I've gone every single special stage so far up to this point, so I've been doing well. I'm hoping to continue that stride. Hopefully with being the stage that troubled me in the main playthrough. Show you what it's like to actually beat this. Actually being competent. Oh, why is I gonna only do this not in the moment? I have to actually plan something like this to work. Damn it! You plan for it, you still can't set it up. What does that make me? Yes! Alright, got you. I gotta say, though, these special stages are okay. I mean, I definitely like Sonic Mania's twist on them. Instead of going in open landscape like this and trying to hunt down all the UFOs, instead he's had to chase one on a basically linear path. Linear path, quote unquote. It was more like a road to follow to basically try to reach it. And then you can reach it, well then you're good. Otherwise, well, yep, you'd end up falling behind. And, well, yeah, basically running out of time. No, screw this. I don't need your extra time. Watch this shit. I'm gonna fail anyway. Oh, I did it! Yes! I finally passed this one! Man! Why is it I could barely navigate that one in the corner? And it's a purple one. Ew. At least I'm still into an anniversary mode. Like I said, if you did the special stage anniversary mode, you spend 1 coin to basically redo a special stage. I didn't feel like I needed to do it, though. I wanted to prove to you guys I could do it legitimately. Now I have the last one. And bam! There we go! That's the 7th and last time stone. I failed you once, but I got you the 2nd time around. Fuck you! And there we go! Just like that, you have all the time stones. Got them all! So, it's finally time to reveal exactly what this does. Well, since I'm about to face a boss, and I already got all the enemy generators, doesn't matter what happens here. Let's go to the next stage and show you what I mean. Alright, so I finally made Wacky Workbench. I managed to get all of them at the end of 4th Quadrant, or whatever it's called. The 4th world, yeah. So, yeah, remember how I struggled to find some of the, Well, that wasn't cool. I struggled to find some of the, well, enemy generators here. Well, we have our easy method now. So, now I got all the time stones, makes you think. Oh, shit. I screwed that up. Even when I'm trying to show something off and I feel confident in it, I still blow it. Well, it's Wacky Workbench. You know, replay this game, I have realized this is probably my least favorite level of the whole game. Like, the first act, Wacky Workbench, is still my least favorite level. At least some of the others have something redeeming about them. This one just doesn't. It wasn't just, it's a mess. Like, I hate this. Look, trying to get this pass flag I forgot was here for the longest time. All that work I have to go through just to freaking get to that is a nightmare. Well, as long as I can run through here, which I can, we're good. And we can go back to the past. Good. Perfect time. It's exactly what I wanted. So, what do all the time stones do exactly? I said it wrong in the main LP, but I may as well say it now. If you don't get all of the enemy generators, if you get all the time stones, it will actually give you the best ending. Even if you did miss some of the good futures prior. Because, well, I could probably put it in a way that's really easy to understand. Since you have all the time stones, that basically means Eggman has none of them. Because he has none, that means he can't control the way the past and future work, as he can't go through time anymore. Needless to say, that means he holds no power. Well, basically, once you have all the time stones, all the enemy generators are already destroyed. So, yep, even those that you failed to get prior are also destroyed for the better. So, congratulations! Once you have all the time stones, you don't need to worry about the enemy generators anymore, because they'll have already been killed off. So, yep, once you get all the time stones, you can just leisurely coast your way through this game without having to worry about finding a bunch of stuff to get the best ending of the game. Speaking of the game's best ending... Ow! May as well get there. And it wasn't obvious. Once you get all the time stones, no more special stages appear, so... Yep. No more having to hunt down for those stupid enemy generator bullshit things once you get all the time stones. And with that, I can show the full good ending the classic way, to prove I actually did it legitimately. We need my 23 lives. Well, I may as well show you what the alternative music sounds like in the future. I just realized to myself, yes, they do have alternative versions of all the future tracks of every world. Why is it they ignored the past ones then? But it doesn't matter. Anyway, I said I was going to get through here with 23 lives, and by God, I'm going to keep it that way. Dude, it wasn't actually that necessary of a commitment. I said it was me, my 23 lives! I'm sticking to it! Alright, dude, jeez. It's not that big a deal. It is to me! It is to me. Last thing I want to be called is a liar. Okay. Sure, bro, whatever. Yeah, you really want 23 lives that bad? Be my guest. Go ahead. Take your 23 lives. Man, it wasn't even that big a deal. Look, it means a lot to me, okay? Last thing I want to be called is a liar. You are really self-conscious about this. Yes! Oh, good lord. You have problems. But, well, may as well do this boss one last time. And do it in classic just to prove to you guys I did it legitimately. Every last bit of it. Because I see every single boss, they, like, modify the stage so it looked, you know, kind of like it would in this version, even though it was in widescreen. As part of that Christian Whitehead touch, giving it widescreen support while still not taking it too far away from what the core feeling of the game was. He is faithful enough to not make it feel like you had a distinct advantage. I'll say so. Though some of the bosses in this game with the widescreen on can actually be more difficult. For example, the very first boss of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, because they made the widescreen support, you know, the actual, like, boss's arena as well, the boss moves a lot faster. It's really weird. But the first boss of the first game is so much harder with widescreen, because he moves faster. You know, he just swings back and forth. It messed with momentum enough in the way the boss worked in the past to make it feel really strange. Either way, there we go. With that, I have saved the world one last time. All the enemy generators destroyed, all because apparently getting all the time stones just made them all malfunction? I'm still trying to figure out how that one worked. Don't worry about it. Either way, Amy is saved. You should probably get a wardrobe change, by the way. Tacky dresses are not cool. Really? Yeah, she went for a complete wardrobe change once Sonic Adventure came around. That was really that brought back a lot of the obscure Sonic characters that didn't show up in a lot of games. Now I think about it. Also, did you blow up Little Planet? Or did you send it back into the galaxy? It doesn't matter. Eggman can't take it over and rule the world. Works for me. I mean, okay. He might have actually just destroyed the planet, but who knows? I'll assume the best and assume he did. It just looks really bad. I turned into a firework. It looks beautiful. God damn it. But here's the alternative Sonic Boom mix for the American version, in case you're curious. But there we go. You either don't get all the good futures, and don't get all the time stones, you get the bad ending, which honestly I feel like looks cooler. It shows Eggman escaping the time stone, and Sonic basically thrashes him. But because Eggman still has a time stone, the good futures weren't guaranteed. Well, basically, the plot resets. Basically telling you play the game again to get the good ending. For the good ending, you just send the planet back where it came from. I guess that's what will happen to Little Planet. I'm assuming it's what happened. It didn't get destroyed, but I like thinking the idea it got destroyed. Sonic is an asshole. But yeah, this game is definitely still one of the ones I would... Would it be right to call Sonic CD obscure? Because I guess it's not usually mentioned nearly as much as the main trilogy is. And most people in the modern era of Sonic know pretty much Adventure and onwards. Oh yeah, it's not other Sonic games I was going to play, right? Pretty much everything after Adventure 2, so that would leave Heroes, which I'm not the biggest fan of. That game would get repetitive, and I'm not wanting to do that game anyway. Sonic 06, which you won't have me touching that with a 150-foot pole. Why 150? Don't ask. That one is, infamous. I have no desire to go back to that. So once I do like Silver's character. Well, could like Silver's character, I should say. There are the Rivals games on PSP, which I'm also considering trying to do, but that require me either needing to emulate, which I don't really want to do, but I don't have to, or being able to record off of legitimate PSP and having those games. And having a PSP, for that matter. Now we have Sonic Unleashed, which with two different versions, with the PS3 360 versions being the quote-unquote proper versions, but being tough as balls with some of those stages. The final stage, Eggman Land, can fuck off. Oh, Werehog. You're too cool! Yeah, thanks. I'm so glad I'm so awesome. Sonic Colors, which I could do. I'm fine with it. Not my favorite 3D Sonic game, but it's decent. And yet, if I really wanted to do Sonic Generations, I feel like I would probably have to do some of those. Oh, man. The Sonic Advance games. Sonic Lost World, which I would only do the Wii U version, not 3DS version, if I was to do it. Which I don't even know if I will. Do I really have to change my dress? What an asshole! I'd find anything for you, baby. Oh, God, please don't say it that way. Please do not phrase it that way, for the love of God. And then there would just be Forces, which I've never even played, because I do not care enough to play that one. And Frontiers, which I really want to do as well. But, well, I guess Frontiers I could really just do whenever I wanted, huh? I think I'd rather do the Advanced Trilogy before I get to that, though, at least. I don't care about the rest. Although Generations wouldn't be bad to show off. Well, it's more a celebration of Sonic, if anything else. Alright, I should probably fix this game now. Sorry for ruining it for everybody. By making the American soundtrack, but I wanted to at least show it off. For those that are curious about it, that never heard it before. Or those who wanted the actual nostalgia of being the one you actually heard. Because you didn't like the Japanese soundtrack. What the hell's wrong with you? The Japanese soundtrack is great. But yep, either way, this I still consider somewhat obscure because it kind of feels forgotten because a lot of the Sega CD games tend to feel that way. Or they're remembered for infamous reasons. This is not one of them, though. The GC is a high-end Sonic game for those that actually went out of their way to play it, but if you're only familiar with the regular trilogy, I guess you would feel a little weird about this one. But hey, I still think it's one worth experiencing. It's a different direction for Sonic in regards to the 2D games, and, you know, its approach won't be to everybody's taste, such as mine, for example. But it was definitely a unique idea. The whole time travel gimmick was kind of neat. You know, I wouldn't hate if they tried something like this again. You can tell with some of the transitions from the past to the present to the future, and vice versa. Sometimes you can put yourself in a dead game, where you either have to die or let time run out, which would be dying anyway. Some really stupid design choices that just make it feel painful. But other than those awkward transitions, most of the level design is pretty solid. Like, the only level I actually despise is Wacky Workbench, because those stupid trampoline things are terrible. And it took me a while to realize they brought that back in Chemical Plant in the Sonic Mania. Which, you know, it wasn't nearly as bad in that, because the level design was better around it. But, you know, other than that level, I was fine with the rest of it. Stardust Speedway was a little windy, which would be weird but fun. Mechanical Man is the last world, and it was pretty difficult to get around, which, you know, is fair. If you're trying to blaze through the game, it might upset you, but honestly, it was quite a challenge, and quite a good one. And the music for everything was fitting. While the American soundtrack is still fine, I gotta understand why people like the Japanese version better. I do. I'm not trying to make it sound like I don't. But yep, I like it. Oh man, I should have been drinking for this episode. God damn it, St. Patrick's Day. I should have been thinking. I'm sober. That's the curse. I should have been drinking. That probably would have made this go better. Ah, damn it. Oh well. That finally ends it for Sonic CD. So, what's coming up next for my channel, you may be wondering. If you're curious about Sonic, probably going to give it at least another year before I come back to another Sonic game. It'll probably be the beginning of Sonic Advance Trilogy, if I had to guess. Because that's what I do want to get to. I know one of my friends loves that trilogy. I've only played the first 2 games. I don't hold them in as high regard as Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but the Sonic Advance games are still pretty good. I also don't think I hold them in any as high regard as Sonic Rush either. I do love the simplicity of Sonic Rush, which is basically the spiritual successor to Sonic Advance anyway. But I do want to acknowledge Sonic Advance. It is good. For those that haven't played the Sonic Advance trilogy, it's a good one. At this point, I might have to emulate it. I'll have to think about it. We've got a while to wait till then. But for the time being, I should probably consider ending this episode finally. But, well, you know, Smash Bros. Ultimate World, Light's still going. Metal Gear Solid, Guns of the Patriots is still going to be going for who knows how long. I have no idea what to expect out of that game. And Pokemon White's going to go on forever. Which is the only schedule I expect to change anytime soon is Sundays. Why am I... Right now I'm in the mode, I'm trying to think of doing a lot of, like, old school, like, platformers. A lot of 2D platformers are on my mind right now for Sundays. I'm bouncing between 2. Basically, I'm trying to think of another game of franchise to get back to that I've been trying to do every year, although it's my least favorite game of that franchise. Or another 2D outing of a game I haven't returned to the franchise of in a long time, and it's my least favorite game of that franchise as well, because it's the first of them. I'm bouncing between those 2, and I have other games in my pipeline as well. I can do some weird 2D platformers. Anybody want to see Echo the Dolphin? That's sad that I'm actually debating doing that. Oh, God. I'm actually debating doing Echo the Dolphin. That just scares me. I'm going to try to keep that on the back burner, but it's a thought. It's a thought. If I really want to do it, I can do it, but... with Sonic CD, it would be way too soon to jump to that, but... I'll at least say I've been curious about it. I know it. Planning to do a Metroid game. I think I'm planning on doing that after... Oh, cool. They show the stuff from Mechanical Madness as well. That's nice. I do plan on getting to another Metroid game at some point this year. I think I'm going to say that for the game after Metal Gear Solid 4 ends. For after the game after Metal Gear Solid 4, I should say. Because I'm going for a weird direction for Tuesday, Thursdays as well. But, yeah. I do have a lot in my pipeline right now, so things are looking pretty good. I have a actually good general layout for my current year, which is nice to have. I always like having that. Where last year I really had it planned out for the most part, except for when it ended. Kind of had to think of filler afterwards. This year will hopefully be another exciting one. I hope you guys will continue to watch as I go through more video game antics or the fun. I was going to say the fame. Good luck in fame, bro. You're obscure at best. All right, well, see you guys next time for whatever I'm going to do next. Take care and have a wonderful day. Don't get drunk.